Hello everyone, welcome to Income Tax Accounting this spring. We're just glad that you decided to join our class, and so I wanted to give you this little, visual tour of how we've set up the class so that you're ready to go when we get started on the first week. So this is laid out the way I lay out all my courses, with the main pieces of information or the places that you need to go most often across the top. One click to get there, including the class progress, which will show you all your scores and what you've done, and will tell you what your score will be if you do get perfect from then on, and it will also tell you the minimum you will get. So it's very helpful in being able to see where you are for the class. On the right side is me and my contact information, including my personal Zoom room for office hours. The calendar is down on the bottom with the things that are coming up due. In the middle will be the news feed, where I will keep you up to date, put things that if anything changes or if there is announcements and what things are due coming up, they're in the middle in our news feed. And then the content browser is at the bottom, but typically I think it's easier just to find our content clicking on the content icon up top, and then you'll see that there are weeks and modules for each week, for starting with the introductory one and our introductions discussion board, where I hope you'll take a minute to tell us a little bit about yourself. And then of course the first week is got the material in there. Just to look at that, each week is going to have some introduction material, reading and explanation, a quiz, a discussion, and homework. That's the sections for everyone except for the weeks where we do the tests. So that's how it's laid out. That's where you find all the information. The reading explanation is the PowerPoint slides and my explanation podcasts, quiz, 10 questions, multiple choice and true false. You can have your book open. You can use whatever materials you have to take it. You got 13 minutes to answer 10 questions. You got 3 chances. I only count the highest of the 3 scores. Discussions there, and you always need to make two postings to the discussion board. You'll find the specific instructions in the discussion board itself. And then homework is a Dropbox assignment, and you're going to see the problems assigned in the Dropbox. By clicking on the Dropbox, you'll be able to do that. Once you have uploaded your answers to the Dropbox, homework can then be corrected, and you can watch my video of the answers and make any corrections you need to make. So homework is due on Saturday, and the corrections are due by Monday, back into the same Dropbox. So that's how the homework works. You can get full credit as long as you make corrections to all the ones that you missed and you try all the problems. The corrections should be in a different color and should have some explanation with them to get full credit. So you can getting them all right or getting them fixed gets you the same score on the homework. So let's go back to the introduction, where we'll find our syllabus real quick and look at that. All right, so here is our syllabus, information about the course, the CRN, where my office hours are online, and if those don't work for you, you can let me know and we'll find another time. The hacks, my Zoom room, my personal Zoom room, like also was on the main page of our course. The textbook. Now, this is a situation. I know some of us like to get the textbook outside of at the bookstore, but the bookstore in this case will have the best deal because McGraw-Hill gave us a good deal on this textbook, and so that's the deal you'll get through the bookstore, and you'll pay more if you go directly to McGraw-Hill and try to order it that way. Okay, it's going to come with the Connect, which we're going to use for really for only one thing, and that is to do some tax returns on some tax software that provides some tax software. So, and that's mentioned there in the textbook supplements. Here's our schedule of activities. Notice it's just 1 week. When we take a week for the test and the tax return to do some preparation of tax returns, we won't have any new materials, so you've got a week for that. Here, first part of March, middle of April, and then at the end for the final exam, which is really just over the last 3 chapters. Anyway, so I will be in contact with you. There will always be a discussion for just questions in every learning module. Not that requires a grade or a posting, just in case you have to ask questions. So you don't have to go back to the main discussion board. You can have one just for that available that I monitor, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours if you ask a question. Okay, this is the information about the quizzes. A review again: 5 true false, 5 multiple choice, 13 minutes, 3 attempts. They're always available until Thursday night, as listed on the calendar. Okay, homework. Review again. Corrections. The original by Saturday, corrections by Monday. Do your homework probably most of the time in Excel. Answer the questions there. It's always from the problems in the textbook. So that's where, and the problems that are assigned will be in the Dropbox. So when you click on it, you'll see which problems you need to complete. You can always complete more, because I don't assign all of them, but you should at least do the ones that I assign and turn those in. All right, there will be a discussion board graded. Remember, you have to have 2 postings. These are mostly about research. Okay, the original posting must be on by Saturday, follow up by the Tuesday. So you're going to always need 2 postings. Follow the directions, read through what I'm asking, make sure that you respond to all the pieces. This is designed to help you find answers that go beyond the textbook and into the original sources of our tax law. Because there's no way to remember it all. You have to be able to look up answers you can't remember. And so that is what we're practicing. You'll be able to see other people's posts after you post. Make any updates to your post. You'll respond to theirs, that sort of thing. So it's about kind of working through together the answer to these more outside the box questions. And then when we get to the tax returns, we're going to use the Tax Act software that comes. You'll have to download it. If you are using a Mac, there's going to be a little bit of issue. So you may want to see if there's some way you can utilize a PC at least for those assignments. So if that's going to be a problem, let me know soon. Now, Tax Act, we're actually going to use it officially until week 5 or so, but it's a good idea to go in the module about Tax Act, go download the software, play around in it, but before we have to do it officially, so that you have some. I've provided some videos on how to use Tax Act in that module. So what you're ultimately going to do is going to put the tax return you prepare in the Dropbox as a PDF. Tax Act will allow you to print the tax return to a file, a PDF file, and that file is then what you would upload to the Dropbox. All right, the tests will be problem-oriented. They will be take-home in that you can work on them. You can use all your resources, not consulting with others, but any resources from your homework or anything you're reading to answer the questions. You'll put those back on that. There'll be a Word document. You'll put your answers back on there, explain them, show how you calculated them, and upload that document back into the Dropbox for my feedback and grading. Here's how the points will work. Simple grading structure. All right. The attendance policy, please attend class each week. Check in, log in, do the assignments, all that type of thing. If you do not, then I will have no choice but to perhaps drop you from the class if you miss enough that you're impossible. So if you're missing for a reason, for sickness or something, let me know. Okay? So that we can make arrangements to not have that happen. Okay? If there's any question about what it constitutes academic dishonesty or what is cheating in the class on any of the assignments, please ask. We want to collaborate a lot, but tests and other things are to be done on your own. The rest, other things you could use and work with others as long as you still complete it yourself. And then if you need accommodations or work for disability or anything, there are the links you need to be able to reach that, and we'll accommodate you in any way possible to help you succeed. So that is the syllabus. I want to go back to the course home and point to the Tax Act link, which is down in the bottom right corner. You'll go to that, and that will lead you through, if you keep clicking, to a place where you can download the software to your PC and be able to prepare tax returns using that software to turn in. That was one of the feedback students have given me in past, is that they would like that opportunity to use real tax software, the kind of stuff that you would use in a professional office. So this is an opportunity to do that and prepare yourself for that possibility. If you have questions about the whole overall class, the syllabus, anything like that, in the content, in this introduction, there is a discussion board called Class Questions, so just for general questions. Like I said, each of the weeks also has its own discussion board, but this is for the whole course in general. All right, looking forward to working with you. Can't wait to get started. So introduce yourself and let's get cracking.